Good Monday morning, my dear friends. Welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Check out that bright full moon. Just how gorgeous it is here. And as I swing you around and let you see that beautiful ocean, and down there, Davy, it looks like surf fishing, you can see sunrise here in Surfside. Man, so much to talk about. The big raffle tonight, live on Tackle Shop Confessions. You only have hours to get in, and you can contact Chuck Zimmer right now. Send him a text at 310-918-1448. Some great long-range fishing, some great stuff going on in Mexico. Up here in Southern California, fly line Yellowtail in February. What the heck is going on? A few more halibut, and we'll cover Catalina and look up in the Channel Islands. It's going to be another great one. I'll get set up on this absolutely gorgeous Monday morning. Be right back with the morning briefing. That beautiful 310 Rod Works 25 to 40 pound rod. It's an 8-footer wrapped exquisitely by Mad Dog Custom Rods. Is up for raffle this Monday night on Tackle Shop Confessions. But we're not going to stop there. How about another one? Same rod, but this one wrapped by our dear friend Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods. Both those rods have a value of about $400 each. And then we'll kick in a Daiwa Proteus fishing rod also. $5 to win one of these or all of these rods. That's all it takes. All you have to do is contact Chuck Zimmer at 310-918-1448. Text him, or you can Zelle him, or you can Venmo him at Charles Zimmer-5. Win big this Monday night, February 2nd, live on Tackle Shop Confessions. Hey, I know you're not going to believe me, but a halibut just jumped out of the water. Philip, did you see that halibut?
Yeah, that was bitching.
Jumped out of the water. You're
Flipped
right on
out of
it.
the water.
Good luck.
Flipped out of the water. Got him.
Did you get bit?
No.
You liar. Jackass.
Changed up to the jig para. First cast bit. It's feeling like a stingray. That sucked. Oh, it's a little leopard.
Snagged leopard shark. Good to see you, man. Thank you.
Male.
Oh,
you can tell with these claspers.
What the heck, man? We'll take it, right?
Yeah.
Cast, go ahead. What do you do?
The waves are set up perfect where they're crashing on the beach. You got a bunch of deep water you can fish. You don't really need to make the biggest cast of your life. Throw it out as far as I can, and it's just a straight wind in. Rod tip down, letting it come in. I'll give it a couple pops every now and then, but I mean, I've been bit on just straight retrieves with this in the surf. Fishing a jerkbait, that's more of a freshwater technique. Yes, you can get fish doing it in the saltwater. Just a straight wind, a couple pops here and there. And like I said, you don't necessarily need to make any pops with this. With that bill on there, it's going back and forth and giving the action that it really needs. My rod tip right now, it's bouncing, digging in the sand, and it's doing its job. You want that fish to look injured, bumping into the bottom, coming through, and disturbing the sand.
That garage door has become a pain in your arse. There's only one man to call, and it's Joe Welker, your garage door man. The tax man, Tim Marquez, will help you net your tax refunds. He's been doing this for 35 years. You can trust the tax man. Make sure you keep your roof watertight with Pelican Roofs SoCal so you can get back to catching more fish. And you can trust Mario Vega with your estate planning. Make sure your rods and reels and fishing equipment go to the right person when you plot.
Get out of bed and wake up the kids, 'cause you know what time it is. It's time for the morning briefing. Fishing reports up and down the coast. Your Phil Friedman, your coffee-loving host. So much fishing intel, it feels like cheating when you tune into the morning briefing. Inshore, offshore, from the surf, bluefin, yellowtail, pod, surf, perch. They'll tell you where the fish are and what they're eating when you tune into the morning briefing. So give it a like and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified. fishing content coming your way. Freedman Adventures is here to make your fishing day. It's a morning briefing. Morning briefing.
And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, make sure you give John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. There's nothing like fishing with Captain Daniel Hadaway on the Island Spirit out of Ventura Sport Fishing. And the El Patron, headed to Catalina Island every single day out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Hit that like button. Please share this video everywhere. And make sure you subscribe to the Freedman Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you all for doing that. Really appreciate it. Also, tick that rotten, filthy, disgusting, deplorable little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Rolling up on another big foamer. Oh, look at the whale right here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. Look at that sunrise just starting to take place. It is absolutely beautiful. Davey just hooked a fish and lost it, so there's a little bit of action going on here in the surf. And then you look out here and you see that big, beautiful, bright full moon. How can it get any better than that? So much to talk about. Let's get into it. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh my God, so good and such a gorgeous morning, man. Truly blessed to be standing down here. Thank you so much for making time in your busy day to join us here. And again, tonight, the raffle, 310-918-1448. You can be eating some popcorn tonight and win $1,000 in beautiful custom-made rods. That's going to be great. Hey, by the way, I just thought I'd mention I watched a documentary on Netflix regarding the 1980 gold medal winning United States of America hockey team. That's a great documentary for a guy like me who was a huge hockey fan back in those days. That has to be the greatest sporting event I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that was David versus Goliath. It was amazing. That was in 80 and 82. I was also in the Forum in Inglewood, California for a game that became known as the Miracle on Manchester. The LA Kings were down 5-0 to the Edmonton Oilers. Gretzky was playing for the Oilers in those days, and that was in the third period, and they came back and won that game and ultimately knocked the Edmonton Oilers out of the playoffs that year. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into Mexico with you, talk a little bit about Cabo San Lucas. I think Davey's going to get bit here any second now. Once again, down there in Cabo, dodging some windy weather, but when you're able to get over there on the Pacific side, there's been some very good marlin fishing. Stripers have been biting. There's the occasional Dorado and Yellowfin tuna. Up there in La Paz, we have some breezy weather. On the beach, we see some pretty good Sierra fishing, a few smaller roosters, and then offshore, every once in a while, you'll come up with a yellowfin tuna or two. Laredo, really good yellowtail action continuing there. Bay of LA, really good variety. You have Humboldt squid in there at times. You've got great yellowtail action. Cabrilla are biting. Baquetas in the depths. It's been really good. 140 miles down below the border, San Quintin. Some good yo-yo iron yellowtail action on many of the days down there in that area. Sometimes they shut up, but it's been pretty steady down there. Big bonito. Tons of rockfish if you should want that. And then we get you up to Ensenada, where there's been that big bonito for blackfin sport fishing and many of the other guys in that neck of the woods. We've seen excellent fishing for sheephead for whitefish, for rockfish. There's been some good calico bass fishing, and some of the guys down there, the operators, Blackfin will do it, also stay inside the estero. They've been catching a lot of halibut and nice spot fin, croaker, and guitar fish, and all that razzmatazz that you see there inside the estero. So pretty darn good stuff, if you ask me. On the long range scene, the Independents had a little bit of a slower day trying to get that bluefin and tuna to bite. There's some really nice BFT, 200 plus pound stuff. A lot of it in the 130 to 170 pound class, but they had a little bit slower day. It gave them pause, however, on board the Independents to remember a couple of anglers who have gone on, and so it was a beautiful time on the Independents, remembering Joey Solomon and Sal Proeto. They get to remember those guys on that very special day. Red Rooster 3, father and son, Yellowfin tuna. How about a 204 and a 224? That area, the lower banks, 16-day range from San Diego, is starting to come to life. It's still a little bit on the inconsistent side, but we're seeing some more yellowfin tuna, some 50 to 100 pound stuff, some of it bigger than that, as evidenced by that fine catch by that father and son team. A little bit more wahoo, also starting to get into the counts. High hopes that that is finally starting to turn around. Tootsie Report right now for Lucky, and the Tootsie Report and our scientific method of ascertaining the exact water temperature says that it is 61, 62. It's nice, man. It's really nice and warm. One more time again. Hold on. 61.7 degrees exactly here this morning. So really good stuff. Incidentally, I had a ball with Philip down here yesterday. My son came down, and we didn't catch a lot, but we sure had a whole lot of fun on these absolutely gorgeous days. All right, let's talk about Punta Colinet. That's 120 miles down below the border. The Old Glory was down there out of San Diego. Guys are running day and a half trips on Friday going down there, and they had 50 lingcod on the rig before 12 noon. That's pretty darn good fishing. They had 10 tons of reds and rockfish and beautiful whitefish to go along with it. 7 big bonito and 1 forkage, 1 yellow. So they did have 1 yellowtail on that trip. Seen a little bit of yellowtail, but mostly it has been the rockfish, the lingcod, that have dominated those scores. A little bit of bonito still biting there out of San Diego, California, the new Seaforth. 50 guys with 50 on the bonito. The local guys there have been scratching at good catches of bass and sculpin. By good, I mean they can push up toward limits of sculpin. Most of the time it's a fish or 2 per rod, and on the bass about a fish per rod on the same bass. Sometimes less than that, sometimes a little bit more than that. So not bad at all. The Ghost runs out, a 6-pack out of 22nd Street, landing in San Pedro, California. And Captain Sean Roberts reporting from an undisclosed location that they had some smaller yellows biting. Heck, it's February, everybody. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. They had some decent halibut fishing, calico bass, saw some signal on white sea bass. Not that great on the sea bass, but there's a little evidence that that stuff's around also. So we love that. You can take a guess as to where they were fishing, and I already have my guess registered, but my lips are sealed. Let's put it that way. The El Patron out there at Catalina Island on these gorgeous days, and it's beautiful. On the way over, you'll see some gray whales on most trips as that migration is in full swing right now. At the island itself, good whitefish for the El Patron. Excellent fishing for blue perch. There's been an occasional yellowtail. Pursuit had one the other day. There's been an occasional halibut or 2 taken, and there's even been some white sea bass. The El Patron the other day had a couple of WSBs at Catalina Island. They run every single day. www.longbeachsportfishing.org. $105 on the weekdays to go to Catalina. Give me a break, man. That's a great price. Or you can go on the weekends for $125. Still very good value. Excellent stuff. Excellent signal. Like what's going on. Let's hope it's going to continue. We move you up the coast there. Oceanside with great sculpin fishing. A little bit of bass. you know, some whitefish. They've been doing really good there out of Oceanside sport fishing. They've got a variety of different boats, and they've all been putting good numbers of fish on the boat. You can't beat that. The Native Sun yesterday, 22nd Street Landing, doing their halibut thing. And I know Chris was on there from SoCal Reels. Told me I was going to get a report, Chris. By the way, if you need your reels repaired, nobody better than Chris. Chris, where's my report? Thank God Daphne was on the boat. Daphne said it was slow, no question about it. In fact, she got started out there at the bait receiver, dropping down a little chrome jig and catching a few tomcod. When they got out, Daphne said she had one really nice calico bass and a nice whitefish to go along with it, but they only had 3 halibut on the trip. It has been a little bit on the slower side. Hopefully that's getting ready to rock and roll here very, very soon. They've had spectacular fishing in past years, so I'm thinking that's going to get going. New Delmar limits of sculpin. Over 500 sculpin up there out of Marina Del Rey. That's some pretty darn good sculpin fishing. Again, here in the LA Orange County area, we've been seeing a lot of sculpin. We've been seeing a lot of whitefish, Monte Carlo, tremendous white fishing. Again, they've been doing great. Half-day boat, 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. And again, these days have been just glorious, and we're going into 80-degree weather again on Wednesday. This is the week to be out. February is going to be beautiful. Doesn't look like we're going to have much rain as you look at long-range forecasts. Doesn't look like we're going to have much here in February. We'll continue to watch it for you very closely. Tons of sand dabs up there on the Gentleman in the Channel Islands. I believe the Ara Ann run sand dab trips out of Long Beach for fishing. They had like 100 sand dabs per angler yesterday, pretty good. The Speed Twin fishing half day picked at a few calico bass, sculpin, that kind of thing. Not wide open, but beautiful time to be out on the water, no question about that. So some pretty good fishing going on if you like, you know, sculpin, whitefish. Sheephead will reopen here in SoCal on the 1st of March, and then rockfish will open up on April the 1st, so we're all awaiting that. But in the meantime, you just got glorious weather and a lot of fun. As Davey is letting us down this morning, he snagged some piece of junk there that he just shook off. No, I'm kidding you, Davey. He's motioning at us. I'm waving at him. I can't hear a word he's saying, but I'm going to tell him I can. Gotcha! All right. Excellent. Keep up the great work. I'm not quite sure what he's saying, but anyway. All right, let me get back into this again with you. Yesterday we saw a halibut jump here in the surf, and Jeff Perea was down here, and I think he caught the darn thing. It looked like the fish we saw jumping out there. Pretty good stuff. Curtis Daniels catching some halibut surf fishing, also doing a really good job down there near Carlsbad, California. Nice going, Curtis. That's a really nice catch. Talking about halibut, how about Halibut Man, our very own Mitchell? And Mitchell has, I don't know if this is, I don't know how to put this. He has tattooed on his knee Mad Dog Custom Rods, their logo. I showed that logo to my wife, and Anthony was right there, Ruth, and I asked her what she thought, and she said, "Ay, diabolical," diabolical, she said in Spanish. And then I said, "Wait, that's Anthony's logo for his business." She said, "Oh, it's very nice, very beautiful." Anyway, Mitchell tattooed that on his leg, and he said, "Do you think that'll get me a free fishing rod?" And I told him, you know, it's either going to get you that or a 5150. I'm not sure which one. You gotta love it, man. Tattooing Halibut Man on his knee, Mad Dogs Custom Rods. Man, I love it. Wild Willie is in the chat right now. I know he is because he is every single day. And he went up to Pismo Beach, not fishing, but clamming. 7 family members. 70 big, beautiful Pismo clams. He said it was fantastic. They had a really great time fishing inside Alamitos Bay. Were a couple of guys. They were father and son, and that is James and Colin. And Dad had a 16.5-inch spotty. That is a beautiful fish. Outfished his son, but the two guys, the two fathers and son, just like my son yesterday, just had a memorable and great time. Talking about the Southern California surf, I am not going to skip over Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. They do such a great job down there on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. They've got your bait, they got your tackle, and that stuff is biting. Well, it was a little bit. Davey hasn't come up with a fish, even though he was yelling something at me a moment ago. Down there south of the border, I just have to mention that from Playas Tijuana down to San Quintin, there's some great fishing going on for bar perch. Glenn Saldivar has been picking some fish down there in the San Diego area, down around Dog Beach. There's some perch down that way. There's been the occasional big corvina. In fact, Jeff Pereira was showing me, a fellow angler on his phone, a photo of a big corvina that was caught just a couple of days ago, but they're few and far between. They like this water to be a little bit warmer. And then we see some decent perch fishing, inconsistent however. Walleye perch, barred perch, occasional halibut as we showed you guys here. These guys that have been catching some halibut, throwing a Lucky Craft or a chrome crocodile. Drop shotting is such a great way to catch flatties in the surf. We see that up in Long Beach, up there around the Hermosa Beach and Manhattan Beach Piers. There's that small barred perch biting, and then El Segundo also, and then Ventura, a little bit bigger grade on the perch in that neck of the woods. All right, Davey, what's going on here? Let's get the word from this man. Excuse me. Woohoo!
Trying to frozen smelt out today.
A frozen smelt. Can't see that thing. Let's see. There you go. Perfect. Beautiful.
If the grunion are out there, they're smelt too.
Yeah, well, we snagged a little smelt yesterday. I don't know if you saw that, but
I saw that.
yeah. So it looks just like that, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of crap in the water with this heat tide.
Yes.
I'm just gonna give it a chance here to see what happens.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Davey's going to try to catch a pescado by the end of the report. Don't forget, everybody, the big raffle tonight on Tackle Shop Confessions. We have 2 live shows tonight. The Danny Cadota Show at 4 o'clock, live from 22nd Street Landing in beautiful San Pedro, California. And then 6 o'clock we'll be over at Island Fishing Tackle in Carson, California. Man, that's going to be an absolute ball. And then we'll draw 3 beautiful rods. They're gorgeous. Again, our friend Chuck Zimmer over there at Z Custom Rods, and Mad Dog, who now is so popular that people are starting to tattoo his logo on their body to remain on their body for the rest of their lives. So that says something. I mean, that didn't happen with Picasso, did it? I mean, probably not until he died, so this is quite a milestone, I would say. And you can win one of those rods this evening. Again, send Chuck a text, 310-918-1448. Let's look at that together. It's beautiful. Come on. As I swing around, that full moon is not as evident as it once was, but as I swing around, Davey will get a bite, right? Think positive. He's winding in right now. Oh, we can still see that moon. Pretty big surf outside, but this is definitely fishable, and he had a bite a while ago. We'll continue to watch him, and I might even tag on some random surf fishing video at the end here that I shot yesterday. There were some great people going by. Eddie, if you're watching, my best to you and your lovely family. I got to see you guys. And of course, Todd, who is always out here in the surf. He was surfing yesterday. We got to spend some time with him. So maybe I'll tag that on just so we can shuck it up here in the live chat a little bit more. All right, my friends, I cannot thank you enough for spending time with yours truly. Really awesome to be able to start my day off with you with this glorious sunrise. It is absolutely beautiful. Take care. I'll see you at 4 live from 22nd Street. I'll see you at 6 with the big raffle tonight. That's going to be a lot of fun. And who knows, I might even see you down here on the beach a little bit later. Take care. Have a great one. And I hope to see you really, really soon.
All right, guys, just changed up to the Jig Para first cast bit, and it's feeling like a stingray.
Yeah, it looks like a ray.
That
But
sucks.
We'll take it,
No,
right?
you take it off. Hey, it's right there.
It's a
Damn
dumb
it.
ray, I can tell. Oh, nice halibut.
Oh, it's a little leopard.
Snagged leopard shark. Those things are beautiful, man.
That is actually pretty, I haven't caught one of these in forever. They're cool. Sorry, buddy.
Anybody can hook them in the mouth.
Well, he swiped at it with his tail to try and kill it. And how are we gonna do this without getting hooked? 'Cause that is a tricky spot for you, buddy.
You don't have a pair of dikes, do you?
I do. Let's do this the smart way. Now he ate it.
Hey, Todd. What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going? You doing a little fishing good?
Yeah,
How you doing, sir?
Leopard shark?
a little
Yeah.
leopard shark. Good to see you, man. I feature you in my stuff all the time when you're down there.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, nice, man.
Love your channel.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
That's my son, Philip. I think you know one another.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good, man. How you doing?
Good to
How's the
see
surf
ya.
going?
Oh, it's kind of slow, but we're having fun.
Yeah, it looked like fun.
Yeah.
I mean, these days are so beautiful.
Oh, man. Can't beat it.
You want to check something out?
Sure. Oh, that's.
Male.
Oh, it's a.
Tell with these claspers.
Oh, yeah, cool. Wow.
Well, Todd's not interested. He wants the female.
Keep the dream alive.
Take care, Todd.
Good seeing you, Todd.
All right, Philip. Hey, dude, what the heck, man? We'll take it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of people know this about leopard sharks. They'll come in and stun bait with their tail. That's what he was doing with this, and he came and got the hooks with his tail. But they're pretty known for that.
Yeah. Cool, let's get another one.
The line of shit.
You guys better catch some fish. Where are you going? Is your dad here today? Oh, he's down there? Yeah, I remember you from the surf fishing. All right, that's my son, Philip, out there.
How's it going?
Will you tell him to catch something? Tell him. He
I'm
won't
trying.
listen to me. You guys have a great day. Let's get him, Eddie. Hey, thank you. We'll see you at the next surf fishing festival. 21st. Yeah. Love you, Eddie. Bye. Check out what we've got going on here. Sunrise, golden hour in Southern California. My son Philip fishing hard trying to catch a halibut this morning. And surfers catching waves in SoCal. It is such a beautiful day. And it's winter time.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We all know what that means. We're all heading over to YouTube for Phil Friedman's morning briefing. And the regulars are all in the chat room, 'cause that's where we all have a ball. And first there is the cranker, who's such a wanker and usually makes no sense at all. Oh, la-dee-da-dee-dee-da, la-da-dee-dee-da-da-dum. We all love Friedman Adventures. We watch everything you upload. So keep putting out all that content. We'll be here for the next episode. Mondays it's Danny Cadota. Everyone loves the show, 'cause Captain Cadota is your fishing Yoda. He's forgot more than you'll ever know. Later on, it's Tackle Shop Confessions. Sam will answer any question you've got. And it's no hassle to get in the raffle. You might just win a Z custom rod. Oh, la di da di di da, la da di di da da do. We all love Friedman Adventures. We watch everything you upload. So keep putting out all that content. We'll be here for the next episode. Wednesday is Lobster Chronicles. The show, it really is great. And Promar is here with all your lobster gear, and Brian will probably be late. Sometimes Phil does a showdown in Mexico with his beautiful co-host Pauline. And Scott Bucher will try to catch Pauline's eye, and he'll probably cause a big scene. Oh, la di da di di da da, la da di di da da do. We all love Friedman Adventures. We watch everything you upload. So keep putting out all that content. We'll be here for the next episode.
That beautiful 310 Rod Works 25 to 40 pound rod. It's an 8-footer wrapped exquisitely by Mad Dog Custom Rods is up for raffle this Monday night on Tackle Shop Confessions. But we're not going to stop there. How about another one? Same rod, but this one wrapped by our dear friend Chuck Zimmer from Z Custom Rods. Both those rods have a value of about $400 each. And then we'll kick in a Daiwa Proteus fishing rod also. $5 to win one of these or all of these rods. That's all it takes. All you have to do is contact Chuck Zimmer at 310-918-1448. Text him, or you can Zelle him, or you can Venmo him at Charles Zimmer-5. Win big this Monday night, February 2nd, live on Tackle Shop Confession.